If you have the New Year's resolution of losing weight and you're asking yourself what's the best diet to go on, then you are asking yourself the wrong question. Because did you know that only a small percentage of people who go on diets lose the weight and keep it off, where most people actually end up regaining the weight and if not more. So what's the difference between those people who lose the weight and keep it off versus those who regain all the weight back? It's because the people who regain all the weight are so focused on trying to find the perfect diet. See, it's not about trying to find the perfect diet, because the perfect diet is the one that you can turn into a lifestyle. Imagine that you have two different people. Both of them want to lose weight, but you have person A who wants to lose weight as quickly as possible and they will try any diet on the planet to try to get there. But then person B is more concerned about making sustainable changes, so they don't really care about how long it's going to take them because they want to make changes that last. Who do you think is going to end up succeeding in keeping the weight off? Yes, of course, it's going to be person B. Why? Because if person A is just trying to use every single ounce of willpower they have to try to force themselves to eat 1,200 calories a day, yes, initially they are going to lose some weight, but eventually their survival mechanism is going to kick in and cause them to gain all the weight back, and if not more. And after gaining the weight back, some research shows that it's going to be harder for you to end up losing weight again because your body's metabolism has slowed down. So you're essentially holding on to your fat more because your body is scared of going into starvation mode again. And I haven't even talked about the bigger dangers of dieting yet. Like, not only is your metabolism probably going to slow down and it's going to be harder for you to lose weight, but there are also so many potential health issues that you could be getting yourself into. For example, the carnivore diet is a really popular one right now, where you eat a lot of animal-based products and you don't eat like fruit or vegetables. Since the diet consists of a lot of red meat like beef and pork, and also dairy like cream, butter, and also lots of eggs.
Brother, what's that?
That's going to be a really high cholesterol, high saturated fat diet, and it's going to increase your risk of getting heart attacks and strokes. So that's just one example of a diet that a lot of people follow without knowing fully what the consequences are. And generally speaking, most people who go on diets and try to control their eating in such a structured way are more likely to get an eating disorder as well, which is what happened to me, and I would not wish that on anyone. And so that's why for most people, like, unless you have a lot of weight to lose, it's gonna be much more effective and safer for you to lose weight in a slower time by making sustainable changes. The key to sustainable weight loss is to find a way of eating that you can see yourself doing forever, not just doing for like a month and then going back to your old bad habits. The time is gonna pass anyway, so you might as well do it the healthy way, okay? Because we're so done with these quick fixes that are just going to backfire in your face again. Like, I don't even want to hear the phrase "I'm on a diet" anymore. Okay, so how do you actually do this? Like, how do you change the way you're eating if the way that you're eating now is what you like, and the reason why you're not eating what you know you should be eating in the first place is because you know that you don't like eating that way? If that makes sense. So for example, like, if you absolutely detest eating fruits and vegetables and you love eating all of the like unhealthy junk food, how do you make yourself eat in a healthy way? Well, the key is to make it enjoyable for yourself. Like, I made a whole video about this, about how to start eating healthy, but if you are trying to force yourself to eat soggy, bland vegetables every day, unless you are a psychopath, it's just never going to work. Like, you're not going to stick with it. Like, there are so many amazing recipes out there that can teach you how to make vegetables actually taste good. And also keep in mind that the more you eat something, the more your taste buds are going to get used to that taste, and the more that you're going to like it. So for example, like, if you know me in real life, you know that I absolutely hate mushrooms. Like, I do not want to see a single mushroom anywhere in a 10-kilometer radius around me. But recently I've been trying to be more open to it, so I've been getting like literally just like 3 button mushrooms and like chopping it up really finely and then putting it into my pasta that I meal prep and split into like 12 different servings. But you know, slowly by doing that, like even though I can't really taste it, my taste buds are still getting more used to that taste, and I'm gonna be more open to like having it more. And if you're one of those people who at the beginning of this video thought that finding a diet was the right way to go, then you need to shift your mindset, because instead of thinking of your weight loss journey as something that you're gonna have to like suffer through, like, oh, I need to get through this like diet for like a month and then everything on the other side is going to be perfect. Like, no, this doesn't have to be something that's dreadful and horrible that you go through. It's not supposed to be. It should be something that you enjoy, okay? Think of it as a fun little experiment or like a project, and romanticize the process, okay? Enjoy the journey. Like, your goal shouldn't just be focused on getting to this one specific weight. Your goal should be to have a healthy lifestyle, because that is what is going to help you get to that weight, and your weight shouldn't even be the thing that you should be so focused on anyway. If you make yourself a healthy meal, praise yourself for it, you know, make it look all cute and aesthetic and like take pictures of it, whatever, send it to your friends, you know, make yourself feel good about eating it. Because if you make a healthy meal and it just doesn't feel good for you to eat it, then you are not going to want to repeat that behavior again in the future. Like, your brain is going to see that as something that's like off-putting. But if you romanticize, you know, the way you're eating it and like making the meal and like feeling good about it, then it's going to make it much more likely for you to do the same thing again, because your brain's going to associate that with like a good feeling thing. And just remember that you don't need to be eating healthy 100% of the time, okay? Your diet does not need to be perfect where you cut out sugar, you cut out all junk food. Like, I follow the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the time I eat healthy whole foods that are nourishing for my body, but then 20% of the time I eat, you know, less nutritious foods that are nourishing for the soul. And both are going to be important for you to maintain that balanced lifestyle that is sustainable. Because like I said, it's about finding a way of eating that you can see yourself doing forever. So if you want more tips on this, then you definitely need to watch my video on the 5 things that you can start doing right now to start eating healthy. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in that video. Bye!